Spotlight Over the City, and I'm here with the one and only, the big homie of all big homies, Mr. James Prince himself. What's going on, big homie?
Oh, yeah. What's up, DC?
I put the spotlight on your city.
The moral voice of the movie. I'm playing a old school cat that's in a wheelchair.
You got me get them first, so that's how that's gonna work.
You got warrants in D.C.?
I got warrants all over the place. I got warrants in 6 countries.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
I'm going down high follow in the E class with the goggles, 96 models.
No, we can't say it. I can't say it.
We want it. Guy Lambert is in the building and
I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the
Spotlight Over the City is on to something bigger than y'all.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? Keep clapping, so I put it back to that boy.
Oh, yeah.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
Backstage with the one and only Mr. Trey Chyna. Give it up one.
And when you in the DMV, you rocking with Spotlight Over the City.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
Spotlight Over the City.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Cherry T-Bomb Long. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Man, we got a great show. We got a great show for you guys today. We actually, my wife is all on the edge, and she's all edgy and this and that. Pull it together, dear. We got a bomb show. Everything's lit, like always. So let's get to it. Spotlight Over the City. So we got a great show for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody at Urban Style Media, we love you guys. That's the team. That's the home team, of course. Who else we got? Hall Mills Network in New Jersey. Shout out you guys. Roku TV, yep, we on that too. Shout out everybody in Jersey, Philly. We can't get into it. We're going to shout you guys at the end of the show. Boss lady told me that I got to save it. So
we're
I'll
going to save all
of
about thank yous for the end of the show because we do have a whole lot of them. But we have a great show lined up for you today. We have got Treasure all the way from LA. She's going to be plugging in. Treasure Thompson. She used to be on the Real Blac Chyna show, Robin Chyna show. She's an entrepreneur doing her thing out there in LA, and she is from the DMV. So we're excited to have her joining us at about 7:20, 7:25. So hang on for her. We also have a Spotlight family member. She's been at the show before. She is Sharnice the Singer, and we are super excited to have her with us today as well. So we got a lot of great stuff. And we're going to get right into it. How about that, honey?
We got a lot of great stuff. I'm looking forward to it. So I was listening to the sound check. You guys on for an amazing treat. I've already heard her, but in case you have not heard her, you are going to see in a minute. That's what I'm talking about. So you guys stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Yeah, guess whose birthday it is today?
Whose birthday is it?
Serena Williams.
Well, before I go any further, Serena, happy birthday, Serena. But I don't want to discount you, Serena. But I promised my whole class. I was in a 3-day class for peer recovery. And so I promised you guys that I was going to shout everybody out in my group, in my class. So shout out to you, Mrs. Tiana Wynn. Shout out to you for being an amazing instructor. Shout out to everybody. I can't remember everybody's name, but whoever participated in it today in the last 3 days, I appreciate you guys for being a part. Lovely group. Had a great time.
Well, hey, y'all. Hey, to the peer
shout
recovery
out
group.
and that Be More crew, too.
Yeah, hey, y'all. So anyway, yes, it's Serena Williams' 37th birthday. So happy birthday to her. All the Libras. It's Libra season now. Sharnice is a Libra, too. It's Libra season, y'all. So happy birthday to all the Libras. Guess what else is going on this week? Private Chef No Restaurant is still going on all this week. It's going to be going on from through, I think, Saturday. And y'all can come out with Stan and I. We're going to be hanging out with them tomorrow evening. It's called
we are?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
News to you, huh, baby?
Hey, I'm dead.
Yes,
I'm in the
private
building.
chef, no restaurant y'all. We really got to get into more things like this, and I love it. And we have it here in the DMV, and it's going to be going through this weekend. Also coming up this weekend is the Black-owned Wine and Spirits Festival. We're also going to be there. We're
Yeah.
going to be kind of like everywhere. We
I
gotta,
love it. I
we gotta
love
like
it.
spread thin this weekend because Spotlight is also going. Also, in addition to the Black-owned Wine and Spirits Festival, we got our homie Trey Cheney is going to be in town
Shout
tomorrow.
out Trey.
He's going to
Yeah,
be
Trey
out in
Cheney.
Annapolis at something called the, I think it's called the African American Kunta Kinte Festival, and it's out in Atlanta.
Not the Kunta Kinte.
Yes,
Festival.
that's what it's called. And
Wait
it's going
a
to be
minute.
out
Who
there.
named this? I'm gonna need to talk to the person who put
It's
this
gonna be in
festival together.
Annapolis on Saturday,
The Kunta
so-
Kinte Festival.
Now,
Are you
let me
serious?
make
Am
sure
I
I
being
got the
punked
name
right
right,
now?
but
I swear I think something wrong with what you just said, Terry. Don't.
Hey,
Let's cross reference this.
Is
before-
anybody, whoever is watching, y'all
Kunta
send me a
Kinte
message.
Festival, Terry?
Somebody Google it. I'm almost sure it's called the African American,
I can't. I just can't.
and it's out in Annapolis. So
Some
somebody
kind of
Google
way I
it
just
and
don't
tell me.
believe what you just told me is real.
It is real. So we got to support Trey. He's going to be out there in Annapolis tomorrow, and we got to go down to.
So Trey, we gonna be out there to
we
holler
got to
at
go
you.
down and get some Foudre vodka too down there at the Black-owned Wine and Spirits Festival.
Yeah, and
so
when I
that's
say
going
that's
on.
some of the best vodka in the world,
I
I
know,
promise
right?
you.
You
Foudre
drank it
vodka
all
is
up, too.
Foudre all day, ain't
Yes.
that what we say?
Foudre. I say it
Foudre
like
all
this.
day. Let me hear you.
Foudre all day. Yes.
That was kind of whack a little bit, but anyway.
What?
Yeah, but come on, baby, we gotta get to
Whack.
it. Okay,
Listen.
so wait, Ray, shout out Ray too. Whiskey, what is it?
Oh, Whiskey Right.
Whiskey Right.
Whiskey Right.
Yeah.
Yes. That's our home.
that's
That
the
was our
home
homies
team.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out to them as well.
They coming back to the show soon. They're
Better
gonna be
know it.
down at the Spirits Festival as well.
Better know it.
All right. Well, who want to hang out with Stan and I on October 19th at the DC Renaissance? Who got the sexiest black outfit in DC? I want you all to DM us your name, your email, and all your phone number.
Great show.
DM us to our Facebook or our Instagram inbox. And give us your name, and you're going to be entered into a chance to win these tickets. We've got a pair of tickets that we're going to be giving away, compliments of A-List Entertainment and Ready, Set, Impact. Jeannie Jones is going to be hosting it, and Stan and I are going to be on the red carpet looking sexy. I'm going to have on my little black boot here.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
yes, with my black.
And you gonna hobble up on there?
I'm wearing spandex.
Oh
Yeah.
man, spandex.
Yes,
Okay,
just so you
spandex.
know, I got something for you that night. So it's an
Okay, what you
all-black
got?
party featuring Grammy Award-nominated artists Ro James and Belladonna, Vibe Band, Shemaine.
Belladonna, yeah.
Bella.
It's Belladonna.
Well, y'all know what I meant. Belladonna. Y'all know I gets down with them, so I cannot wait for all of that. October 19th, and we're going to tell you how you can win again later in the show, so stay tuned for that. What else we got
And
going on?
Belladonna cranks, by the way.
Yes, they do. That's why I'm excited. October 19th. I can't wait. We're going to be on the red carpet getting it. Spotlight News.
Let's do it.
Who are we sponsored by? Our favorites.
Umbrella Therapeutic Services. You already know. Shout out to the homeboy C to the EO West.
Yes, hey,
You
Wes
already
Jones.
know. What's
Wes
up,
Jones
Wes?
is CEO. Umbrella Therapeutic Services. They're our sponsor, you guys, and they are DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, therapy for individuals and organizations. You can get their services if you are a DC resident and if you're ages 5 to 100. They take Medicaid, Medicare, and other insurance programs. Make sure if you need their services, you look them up. Their number is 1-888-793-4357, and make sure you request Umbrella Therapeutic Services. Let them know Spotlight Over the City told you to call.
And it's a great service, by the way.
It
And
definitely is.
please, for my black community and my brown community that seems to think that that's something that's absurd to do, get a mental tune-up. It's not. Everybody can use a mental tune-up. Doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you anything wrong with you.
That's right, baby. I
Sometimes
agree.
it can stop you from wanting to commit suicide, having all kind of other issues with you. A lot of people have them. You don't have to have mental issues.
That's right.
Life can just get in the way.
That's exactly right. Listen, Orlando police officer Dennis Turner. I'm mad at you, Mr. Turner.
What he do?
He got fired, which he should have, but he handcuffed and arrested that 6-year-old girl. Her name was Kaya.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
That's
her right there. He put the 6-year-old girl in handcuffs last week for misbehaving at her school. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
That's the goofball right here on the screen?
Yeah, that's him.
He did what
That's
now?
Officer Dennis Turner. He handcuffed and arrested a 6-year-old girl last week because she was misbehaving. Listen, she was having a tantrum in her her classroom, right? Mm-hmm. But she's got sleep apnea, and that prevented her from getting enough rest the night before.
So she was irritated.
So she was irritable, and she was sent to the principal's office. The teacher tried to grab Kaya's wrist to kind of like calm her down, and she allegedly kicked the teacher. And the teacher explained this to Officer Turner, and then Officer Turner said, I got sleep apnea too, and I don't behave like that. So put her in the handcuffs and arrested the little girl. All charges have been dropped, obviously, and he has been fired. But I just think that's ridiculous. Like, even if she was going off and kicking a teacher, do you really put a 6-year-old in handcuffs and arrest her?
And so what was the arrest about? Like, you charged her with assault at 6?
I guess he was in his mind. He was going to charge her with assault.
This is what I mean when the training. They talked about it in our class a little bit, how you need to have empathy training.
Yeah.
Empathy. See,
Yeah.
you have to understand this is a 6-year-old and you goofy because you're a grown man and it's not the same. Your sleep, whatever your situation is, not going to affect you like a 6-year-old. And
Yeah.
this is not that. So
It's
you
not
handle
cool.
it accordingly. You subdue her enough that she's not harmful to her or
Yeah, a
anyone.
6-year-old.
And then you get the parents in there and you handle the situation accordingly. But
Exactly.
you don't need to arrest her for anything.
I
So I'm
agree.
glad you did get fired. I hope
And
that's definitely it.
Since we are on the topic of, children and misbehaving, on the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I don't really watch it a lot, I just peep at it every now and then in case something like this comes up and we want to tell y'all about. Corey Gamble, who is the boyfriend of Kris Jenner, like he's like that young black boyfriend she got.
Yeah.
They were all at the dinner table, and he told Scott and Courtney if Penelope scratched him, because Penelope is the daughter of Scott Disick and Courtney. She scratched the nanny in the face, and Penelope apparently has had outbursts like this before, and she has hit her mom. She's hit Courtney in the face, and Corey said, "Look, I would beat her ass," and Scott said, "What? You will not be beating anybody in this Kardashian family." So what do you all think about that? It's someone else. It's like, look, if your child is in my care and she misbehaving and gonna scratch me in my face or hit me in my face, do I have the right? If I'm your grandma's boyfriend, do I have the right to beat that ass?
No, you don't.
No?
No.
I agree.
You just get the parents.
Right.
That's why you have parents. And then the parents have to reprimand them or you remove yourself
Well, they
from...
really not gonna like Corey now. They didn't like him
but
that
you
much
can't
before.
say that, though. You can't
but
say
they ain't
you
gonna
gonna
like
whoop.
him now, for
You
sure.
can't say that, though. You can't say it.
This
You
is-
can't put... You can't... Yeah. You definitely can't do that.
You can't do that, right?
Nah, you can't do it. And
Well,
it's inappropriate because...
I agree with you.
Back in the day, though, now just think, it used to take a village and people could do that. And now, though, I guess they don't consider him that much
What y'all think?
part of the village.
Those of y'all watching us on Facebook, what y'all think about that? Can someone else beat your child's butt if the
Not
child
just
is
someone
misbehaving?
else. This is another family
Yeah, this is
member.
another family
This
member.
is like a family member.
Yeah, this is your mom's boyfriend or your grandma's boyfriend.
What
Can I
y'all
have it?
think?
Y'all tell us on Facebook. Send us some comments. Blac Chyna, we're going to talk about her a little bit anyway in the show, but her new boyfriend sucked her toes at the dinner table Sunday night in a public restaurant. What y'all think about it? Is that sexy or is that like, ew?
Well, I ain't gonna front now. I got a foot fetish.
You would do that?
So it depends on the
I'm like,
situation totally. Because, if it's kind of an empty restaurant, the lights low, and I done
You
had
might-
a little bit of Remy
you
or,
might
or
suck my
some
toes
Douce
at the
or something,
table?
it might could go that
Would
over
you do
there.
that here? Like
I said
this?
we talking about dinner tables.
Oh.
Like that.
I
Yeah,
was
so
getting excited. I was like,
you
ooh.
thought it was going down with the boot
Yes,
on your
I
foot
would
and
take
everything,
this
right?
boot off right now.
Well, I'm gonna need you to have gotten a pedicure and get to there. But your boot is not allowing that. So,
Okay.
That's
I
not,
got
it's not
carried-
the time.
Okay,
but yeah.
y'all, I got carried
You messed
away.
the whole subject up. It was about the restaurant.
Right, okay. Okay, I got
yeah.
carried away. But yeah, that's what he was. They were out spotted this past weekend, and he was sucking her toes at the dinner table.
All right, like I said,
And
now,
I ain't mad
now
at
see,
it.
this is the thing. I said depend on the setting, because you can have children in the restaurant. You can have different things going on in the restaurant. So you have to be appropriate.
Right,
You can't
right.
just be goofy. But
Can't
yeah.
be goofy. As
Yeah,
long as
nah.
there's no kids around. My
Hey,
chances
it
are
might
high.
go down, though, yeah.
I'm going to go to
Yeah.
one of them restaurants that don't have that many kids then.
Okay, let's do it.
Increase my chances. Spotlight Sports. Former NBA player Andre Emmett, who is age 37, was shot and killed on Monday in Dallas. Andre was a star player at Texas Tech, and he went into the NBA in 2004, played for the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Jersey Nets. Most recently, he played in that Big Three league. You heard of that, right?
I love the Big Three.
So
Shout out
on
Ice
Monday-
Cube in the Big Three league.
Yeah,
for
on
sure.
Monday, this past Monday, he was approached by two men as he sat in his car in front of his home in Dallas. The men allegedly produced a handgun, and then an altercation followed. Andre was shot as he tried to run away. and then a passerby found him, called 911. I don't have any other details, but I just want to say my condolences go out to Andre's family. That's always very sad to hear. It's very tragic.
Sad. Very sad. So, yeah, again, our condolences. I don't know much about the young man, so I can't speak on his situation, but I will say that's a sad one.
That is very sad.
Anytime someone loses their life, and it seems to be for a goofy cause.
Yeah, your boy Antonio Brown, he's gone back to Central Michigan University.
Speaking of goofy.
That's his alma mater. Yeah, your goofy friend Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
he's taking some courses. He's going to pursue his master's degree now because he said he is sick and tired of the NFL. He is sick of them.
Can you share the show? Can you share the show while we live on the show? So people can see the show. Hold on, Facebook. Share it to me, please, honey.
Yes, honey, I'm doing that.
So Antonio Brown, like, while you doing that, I'm gonna speak on it because I always have said that he's a clown. You have to be humble at some point of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Humility plays a big part of life, and so this guy here, they gonna TO you. That's just what's gonna happen. I said the smear campaign is on the way, and what do you see? The smear campaign is on the way. What did they do? They released that young man. Why? Because of the smear campaign, and it's going to not stop because they don't want him back in the league. Because sometimes you just muddy up your own water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want you on my team making all that damn noise either.
Congratulations to the Washington Mystics. They are now in the WNBA Finals, and they'll be playing the Connecticut Sun. So congrats to our home team.
To the home team.
To the Washington Mystics. All right, well, that concludes our Spotlight Sports. We've got a Spotlight Shining Star to talk about today. Who is your Spotlight Shining Star?
Let me put my focus on so I can read it to you.
Okay, do it then.
Well, first of all, Spotlight Shining Star, of course, is my favorite segment of the show because we get to spotlight people who do amazing things in the community, outside the community, rich, poor, or indifferent. We don't care. We just love that you're doing something great. So this is a special one for me because this young man has did some amazing things. This week's Spotlight Shining Star is for a famous person, David Chappelle. David Chappelle is one of the most cutting-edge comedians of all times.
Yep.
He pushes the envelope, pushes. But he was just recently awarded the Black Culture Award and also W.E.B. Du Bois Award, I think last year, the medal for that as well, for just being a real humanitarian and being real solid in the community and just saying things that other people are afraid to say. People won't talk about certain things. Now, the $50 million, I wanted to address that because a lot of people may not be aware. But this young man did walk away from a $50 million situation, but they called it the contract. The contract called for $500 million. It was a whole bunch of money involved. It wasn't $50 million. So he walked away because he was being slighted.
Yeah.
And so $50 million was just like, well, we'll give you $50 million if you just kind of, you know. And he was like, that's a no, and walked off. And there was, of course, some other things.
Yeah, I'm a Dave Chappelle fan for
that. But that takes a lot of strength to do that and courage. And so that's cutting edge. So that's what makes you not just an amazing comedian, but this week's Spotlight Shining Star.
Kudos to you, Dave Chappelle. You're our Spotlight Shining Star for this week. Yay to you. You got a black fact for me today, honey?
Of course I got a black fact.
What's your black fact today?
On September 24th, 1935, boxer Joe Louis became the first black boxer to earn $1 million in a purse.
I know that's right.
And so he was actually the first to get $1 million purse for being a champion. So shout out to you, Joe Louis.
All right,
you today's black fact.
Black fact, Mr. Joe Louis. We have our first guest coming up. We are super excited. She's holding on, hanging out there in LA for us, Treasure Thompson. We're going to get her plugged in right after this next commercial break. How about that?
Are we going to a commercial now?
We are going to a commercial right now.
Okay,
we're going to get
so the way
Treasure
we go to commercials, so we'll be right back after this commercial. Spotlight over the city.
Yes, I love it. All right.
In 1990, Washington, D.C. saw more than 470 homicides, earning it the label murder capital of the U.S.
Listen, go to the side, go in here and rush this. When y'all see me, y'all rush in. About 30 seconds. What's up with you, man? How you feel, dude? What you, man?
I tell you about this meeting, man.
Oh, yeah, I know that go.
Talk with you all day, man. I don't know, man. It's been a little funny. I can't really say, but I got a funny feeling. I'm feeling that meeting, son.
So, you already know what it is. Like to get in there, give us the shit, up in the joint, snatch this nigga, this bread, spaz out.
Time. Why do you keep hanging up? Ever since you've been gone, call and hang up. What's going on? All right, guys. All right, take care. No, keep hanging up. When you hear all day long, every time you leave, all day long.
It's my birthday. Man, what do I mean? They ain't say nothing
At all. Just doesn't ring. So ring. Nobody saying nothing.
damn females. You know, 28th birthday.
That's good. I don't got no. I'll take me up, man. Just get me up.
This name kept coming up.
Who is this guy that I keep hearing about?
Wasn't there, but he was right there.
The record business, Hollywood, civil rights, anything that had to do with the rights of people.
I told you everything you needed to know about him.
He's fearless, man. Absolutely fearless.
We needed to know him because he was the gatekeeper. He knew everyone.
Everybody.
Oh, man, he was too fly.
One day after another, he became a powerhouse.
There's power that needs the spotlight, but there's also the power behind the scenes.
The guy's a rock in every way.
Agent, manager, orchestrator. This mysterious figure everybody respected.
You only find one of those people.
I'm like, how was this guy doing it? Sometimes I say to myself, how in the did I get involved with this? I don't let nothing get in my way about anything that I want to do. Clarence was an African-American man in Hollywood Hollywood was supposed to be.
Black people are going to move forward. No matter what business he was in, he never wavered from his purpose.
Seeing that things were fair.
He said, would you like any help putting MCA into the black music business? I said, yeah. He says, well, that's good, because I'm going to tell you what to do anyway.
I would hear about people that were in very serious situations when it came to life. And they would say, the only person that can help you with this is Clarence Avant.
Clarence is the bridge from a time where there was no opportunity to a time where doors began to open.
My brother!
He understands the bigger that we are together, the bigger we will be as a culture.
He told me,
Henry Aaron would not be Henry Aaron if not for Clarence Avant.
that I ought not to let you just walk on me.
The message that I received from Clarence was just think about those kids that's looking up to me.
If it feels is good getting you, just keep on.
The person that's responsible for your transition, that's the key to changing your life.
Use me up.
He became that mentor for us all. He became that godfather.
Until you use me up.
Remember the first time someone ever said, you're the godfather?
Well, people call me that. People can call me and people have called me a son of a bitch. What?
Use me up.
Yes, we are back, you all, and we're going to switch things and we do a little switcheroo around here sometimes because we have the lovely Sharnice in the building, and we're going to get her up on the set and learn about what's been going on with her and some of the new music that she has put out. You remember she was on our show back in 2018, back earlier this year, Sharnice, or last year? Yeah, so if you guys remember and follow the show, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, real quick this time, you all. And when we come back, we will have the lovely Sharnice in here with us.
We'll be right back.
Spotlight over the city.
You ready to rock, y'all? To the beat, y'all. You don't stop. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city.
Welcome to Spotlight Over the City, and I'm here with the one and only, the big homie of all big homies, Mr. James Prince himself. What's going on, big homie?
Oh, yeah. What's up, DC?
I put the spotlight on your city.
The moral voice of the movie. I'm playing a old school cat that's in a wheelchair.
You gotta make them first, so that's how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
You got warrants in D.C.?
I got warrants all over the place. I got warrants in 6 countries.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
I'm a good number. I follow in the E-class with the goggles. 96 models.
No, we can't say. I can't say.
One and only Guy Lambert is in the building.
I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. A key modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight.
Say your spotlight over the city is on to something bigger than y'all think.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? He was clapping, so I put a clapping to that boy.
Oh, yeah. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars.
Backstage with the one and only Mr. Trey Chyna. Give it up one.
And when you in the DMV, you rocking with Spotlight Over the City.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars.
Spotlight.
Spotlight over the city.
building.
Hey, everybody.
A lovely plus one. We've got Sharnice the Singer back with us. You all give it up for
Give it up one
Sharnice.
time.
Woo! Yes. Thank you
good
so
to have
much. It's so good to have you. Thank you for coming back to Spotlight
Thank
over the
you.
city.
Yes, I'm happy to be back. I haven't spoken to you all in so long. I've just been keeping up in the shadows.
In the shadows.
Yes.
So,
You're looking amazing.
thank you. So are y'all. You know,
Yes.
the whole aura.
And look at her with the black and red on.
You know,
the
coordinated.
coordinated.
Yes,
we like
that's
it.
right.
We like it.
I was
Listen,
inspired.
Sharnice is a DMV native too, you all. So she
Yes.
is right from the DMV, and you grew up in the DMV, right?
Correct.
Right. I learned a lot about you when I read your bio. I was like, it's some things I didn't know about you. And people, you know what? Sometimes people make the mistake of because you're so pretty and put together and you sound so good that it's been all gravy, right?
Exactly.
But you've got a story.
Yeah, I'm a child who, the way that I grew up was my mom was now she's a recovering addict, but she suffered with a drug addiction for about 10 years of my life. So we went through a lot. I mean, being homeless, living without hot water, living with, toilets that didn't work. It was a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
a lot.
man.
The trenches.
That's tough.
The trenches, growing up taking cold showers, you just like, man, I had this friend, her name was Brianna. I went over to her house one weekend, and I got to take a hot shower at her house. And I said, it's something I just never would forget, because she was just like, why are you so excited for a hot shower? And I just looked at her like, you just have no idea what's going on at home. You know?
I love that type of story, though.
That's motivation for me. Like, people like, stuff like that would break me, stuff like that would put me down. And it's like, no, that's motivation. That's the fuel right there, I got to make it,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really was inspired reading your story because, like I said, it's so many times people make the assumptions that, you have had it all good, and that's not the case. But look how you turned out, though. So you turned your trials into triumphs, right?
Yeah,
and
100%.
with you being so young, that's a really big deal. And I think that you could serve as an inspiration for a lot of young people like yourself who want to get into the music industry or otherwise, and not allow their trials to stop them.
Yeah.
And I think that you could really serve as an inspiration for people.
You sometimes in life, you definitely got to take everything that you've been through, and it's so true. What you've been through in life is either going to make you or it's going to break you, and I just chose to let it be my reason why. Anytime you do something, people are like, well, why you want to do something like that? Your why is either going to keep you going or be like, all right, maybe this is a dumb idea.
Yeah. And you, one of the things I read about you is that Whitney and Tina Marie were influences for you. Me too,
very
girl.
much so.
Yes.
And look, ain't nothing changed since day one. That's always going to be the people that I go to for inspiration as far as music is concerned. And even them, they had their stories,
That's exactly right.
And you know how to play the piano?
Yes, I took piano lessons at Duke Ellington. I'm a Duke Ellington baby,
Shout out
DC.
Duke Ellington.
I did violin in elementary, and they also made us do the recorder, which is like the flute. Oh, I hated that one, but
I used to play the flute.
I still have it. So
yes, I love
well-rounded.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What else can you tell us about growing up and on your journey? I mean, you have this. I heard that you lived in some shelters too.
We lived in shelters. So I grew up on Benton Road. Went to JC Knoll. My mom was my school teacher, and if for real, I felt like my life is a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
We started off on Benton Road. We lived on B Street in the apartments. We had a 2-bedroom apartment across from the shelter. Normally, people go up from there.
Right.
Like, okay, we about to get a house.
Right.
No, we went across the street to the shelter. And then we went from the shelter to this cousin's house, this auntie house. And then, your mother starts getting friends. Now we at this friend's house.
Oh my
and it's
gosh,
like,
girl.
what the heck? And then this lady has like 4 kids. So you're piled up on a queen size bed with her and hers. It's
been through a lot.
Are you an only child?
No. I have, from my mom, I have an older sister who's 2 years older than me, and I have a little brother who's 10 years younger. So most of my childhood since 5th grade was his upbringing. So I was taking care of him.
Wow. So let me ask you this. Being, because my situation wasn't the same as yours, but I understand the trenches for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what were some of the lessons that you would never give away? Like, sometimes people say, what are your regrets? I want to know, what are some of the things that you hold on to being in those situations, the values that you gained from it?
What I would have to say, and this is actually words that I spoke to my mom. I had a face-to-face with her, and we just, sat down, and she apologized for everything that she put me through based on her addiction. And I told her, I have no regrets for anything that you went through. It's because of you I pay my bills on time. I've never experienced from myself my lights being off, no hot water, never experienced somebody putting an eviction notice on my door telling me I have to get out. Like, I took everything and just was like, okay, take note, don't do this, don't do that, and learn from it. They say experience is the best teacher, and it's like, well, why should you experience everything bad just to learn what's bad and what's good? Watch other
I love
people.
it. I want you to tell your story along your journey.
Yep.
Do yourself this favor, and the reason I say that is because you're going to bless a lot of people, but it's going to free you along the way. And you're going to see how many people have so much similarities to you. You'll be amazed. Like, they just don't have the voice.
Yeah.
And so they not being, and you're going to help some people. Like, I just took a class dealing with situations such as what your mom was going through in the whole nine. And it enlightened me on a lot of stuff. So I have a lot of empathy for that at this time. But I see your strength come from it all. And you are going to be a lot stronger and be able to springboard a lot further than some people who were more privileged, so to speak, than yourself.
Yeah, you
because
want to
they don't
just
have
see
that
that every
strength.
day.
See, strength doesn't come with being privileged.
At all.
And that's so true, baby.
And then you don't have any work ethics behind anything that you apply yourself to because you never had to work for anything.
That's exactly my
mom,
point.
by the time I was I'll say about 13, 14, I started my own mobile hair business. So I go around still to this day. I have about 52 regular clients, go around styling people's hair. But I started when I was about 12 and 13 because my mom said I can't buy you new shoes. You want to be fly like your friends at school. I can't afford that.
Wow.
The little store Guccini's, if you remember Guccini's, there was like the
remember Guccini.
$15
I even
here,
remember the little
$20
jingle.
there. Yeah. I was like, well, if I do one client,
Guccini
I got
shoes.
enough for a pair of shoes and 2 shirts, and I
That's
could
right.
just flip-flop the jeans. And from
Make
there,
it
I
work,
was like,
right?
yeah, make it work. And that's how I started off, you just take what you got, get what you want.
Yeah. And so you got into Duke Ellington School, right? And that kind of changed things for you, put you on the right path for where you are now, right?
That was nothing but God.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that because my mom was in, she just had gotten recovery literally that year. One of the counselors decided that, well, hey, what's your dream? What do you want to do? I've never had nobody ask me what's my dream and what I want to do before. So I was like, I want to go to Duke. Everybody said Duke is the school. And they was like, you know what that's for? I was like, nah, they just keep saying go to Duke. So I went there and I auditioned. I sang Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Oh my
Then they was
gosh,
plucking
I wanna
stuff
hear
out on
that
the
again.
keyboard, and I had to match the pitch. I'm like, perfect. Found out I have perfect pitch, i.e. I can sing at last without a piano.
And y'all should have heard it.
I'm talking about.
Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
And that was just
Yes.
a taste.
Yes, that was just a taste. Tell me about this Sound Connection band.
Oh, Sound Connection. I've been with them for about 3 years now. I auditioned with them at a real hard time too. I was going through some other stuff, but I had a lady speaking to me. Her name is Sean Cosby, and I'm getting teary-eyed now thinking about her.
That's okay.
She was like, I don't care what you going through or anything like that. You're going to be in this band. You're going to push, and you're going to do what you got to do. I said, okay, because we had 2 auditions. Audition 1, I didn't know none of the music. I showed up unprepared, but she gave me 3 days to learn about 6 songs. I learned the 6 songs, came back, killed it, got in the band, and when I say it's just God works in mysterious ways. They took us to Arizona. We are going to Florida in February, and we do weddings, we do galas, community events, we do it all. And it's making me a better person, i.e. why I have my own band, because I like that live feel.
Right.
It's a different experience. So
Wow.
thanks
And
to them.
so I got all this stuff, Sharnice and the Encores.
That's my band.
That's your band. I'm like, okay, get it, girl.
We're a 6-part band. We have 4 instruments, 1 voice, and I'm privileged to have a violinist.
Wow.
So I'm a first soprano. Anybody that knows, I can hit those Mariah Carey notes and things like that.
I'm an alto.
Well, wait.
You're an alto?
Yes, I'm an alto.
Can we just put you on the spot for a second? If we can get a mic up here real quick.
She got a mic right there.
Well.
Oh, you mean like a real joint?
Well, the reason I'm saying that is because I wanted her to just kind of give us a little bit of this, what I felt in sound check, right? And so I don't know if that's possible, Mighty Mouse. I know I'm off. I'm throwing it off a little bit.
Let me throw a curveball.
Yeah, but it's your show, honey.
But at the same time, before you get up there, I just want them to get just because it's amazing, and I want people
Thank
to
you.
hear you as
Yeah.
much as possible.
Yeah. This girl here.
So I know you
is
don't want to
just-
give them too much. Just give them a little.
Just a little smidgen, because she's going to close the show
She's
with
gonna close
her.
the show, you guys, and give us the full-fledged her. But
Yeah.
I just want you to hear a little bit of this acapella situation because it's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me shout some people out while I'm doing that. Shout out Big Jeff, Southside. Shout out Beverly, my cuzzo, Daryl Powles, Keith. Shout out to the homie Keith Bryant, Yvette, Natalie, Donna, Frank Sparks, Whiskey Wright. Everybody in the chat room. Shout out to all of you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, y'all.
Not the hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. It's a country Kentland girl.
Yeah, I thought you was from Kentland. So let's give us a little taste, a little something. I just had to get y'all to hear this, what I heard.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
Yes. Woo!
You already know. So you guys now get what I'm
Yes.
saying. You get the message.
You
right?
get the message, yes.
So this is the type of talent that we're blessed to have on Spotlight. This is the type of talent that the DMV possesses.
Yep.
This is just. This young lady, though, is more than just a singer. I just love her spirit. I love what she stands for.
Yes.
Thank
And so
you.
those trenches made you a diamond.
Yes.
That's a great thing. you know?
Yes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to another commercial break because we do have another guest. We're still trying to get Treasure Thompson up, you all. So I appreciate your patience. You know, sometimes it's technical things going on, but she's still
it's show
standing by.
business.
That's show business. She's still standing by. So we're going to go to another commercial break.
And we'll be right back.
We'll be
Spotlight
right
over the
back.
City. Y'all stay tuned.
Spotlight over the city.
You ready to rock, y'all? To the beat, y'all. Keep going, girl, you don't stop.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city.
Welcome to Spotlight over the City, and I'm here with the one and only, the big homie of all big homies, Mr. James Prince himself. What's going on, big homie?
Oh, yeah. What's up, DC?
I put the spotlight on your city.
The moral voice of the movie. I'm playing a old school cat that's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them first. So that's how that's gonna work.
Yes.
You got warrants in D.C.?
I got warrants all over the place. I got warrants in 6 countries.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
I'm gonna know I follow in the E-class with the goggles, 96 models.
No, we can't take it. I can't take it.
The one and only Guy Lambert is in the building tonight.
I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the
Saying
spotlight
your spotlight over the city is on to something bigger than y'all think.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? Things happened, so I put it happened to that boy.
Oh, yeah. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
I'm backstage with the one and only Mr. Trey Chaney. Give it up one.
And when you in the DMV, you rocking with Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
Spotlight.
Spotlight over the city. Spotlight over the city.
You ready to rock, y'all? To the beat, y'all. Keep going, girl, you don't stop.
I put the spotlight on your city.
spotlight over the city, and I'm here with the one and only, the big homie of all big homies, Mr. James Prince himself. What's going on, big homie?
Oh, yeah. What's up, DC?
I put the spotlight on your city.
The moral voice of the movie. I'm playing a old school cat that's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them first, so that's how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
You got warrants in D.C.?
I got warrants all over the place. I got warrants in 6 countries.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
I'm going out. I follow in the E class with the goggles. 96 models.
No, we can't take it. I can't take it.
The one and only Guy Lambert is in the building. And
I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight.
Say your spotlight over the city is on to something bigger than y'all think.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? What happened? So I put a happened to that boy.
Oh, yeah. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
I'm backstage with the one and only Mr. Trey Chaney. Give it up one.
And when you in the DMV, you rocking with Spotlight over the city.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar.
Spotlight over the city.
His name kept coming up.
Who is this guy that I keep hearing about?
He wasn't there, but he was right there.
The record business, Hollywood.
Civil rights, anything that had to do with the rights of people.
That told you everything you needed to know about him.
He was fearless, man. Absolutely fearless.
We needed to know him because he was the gatekeeper.
He knew everyone.
Everybody.
Oh man, he was too fly.
One day after another, he became a powerhouse.
There's the power that needs the spotlight, but there's also the power behind the scenes.
The guy's a rock in every way.
Agent, manager,
Orchestrator.
This mysterious figure everybody respected.
You only find one of those people.
I'm like, how was this guy doing it? Sometimes I say to myself, how in the did I get involved with all this? I don't let nothing get in my way about anything that I want to do. Clarence was an African-American man in Hollywood, defying what Hollywood was supposed to be.
Black people are going to move forward. No matter what business he was in, he never wavered from his purpose.
Seeing that things were fair.
He said, would you like any help putting MCA into the black music business? I said, yes. He says, well, that's good, because I'm going to tell you what to do anyway.
I would hear about people that were in very serious situations when it came to life. And they would say, the only person that can help you with this is Clarence Avant.
Clarence is the bridge from a time where there was no opportunity to a time where doors began to open.
My brother! He understands the bigger that we are together, the bigger we will be as a culture.
He told me,
Henry Aaron would not be Henry Aaron if not for Clarence Avant.
that I ought not to let you just walk on me.
The message that I received from Clarence was just think about those kids that's looking up to me.
The bill is good getting used. Just keep on.
The person that's responsible for your transition, that's the key to changing your life.
Till you use me up.
He became that mentor for us all. He became that godfather.
Until you use me up.
Spotlight over the city, and no more waiting. We've got Sharnice the Singer ready to give it to you right now, y'all. Give it up for Sharnice the Singer. Woo!
Think you can fix this with a dozen roses? You play to win, and baby, you were so close.
close to it. But your mistakes has opened my eyes. I'm seeing clearly through all of your lies. Can you give me back 7 years, 6 months, and 28 days? Baby, I done lost track of time in so many ways. Not too many gonna do what I did for you. Not too many gonna try to find the time. So being true means nothing to you. To get you back good, I had to get down on your level. I said all your things nicely by the fireplace and enjoyed watching it all turn to flame. Can you give me back 7 years, 6 months, and 28 days? Baby, I done lost track of time in so many ways. Not too many gonna do what I did for you. Not too many gonna try to find the time. And 28 days. Oh, yeah. Not too many gonna try to find the time. Thank you.
Girl, yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, we're
Man,
going to
great
go to a
stuff.
quick commercial break. Sharnice, we love you. And
Great job.
you did a wonderful job. And we are going to go to a quick commercial break, you all, and we'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
In 1990, Washington, D.C. saw more than 470 homicides, earning it the label murder capital of the U.S.
There you go, right there. Hey, when y'all pull over to the side, I'm gonna go in here and arrest this dude. When y'all rush in, about 30. Give me about 30 seconds to rush the door. He ain't gonna know what hit him.
What's up with you, man? How you feel, dude? What's going on, man?
Man, I got to think about nigga.
Oh, yeah, all right, how'd that go?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to see. I went to I don't know, man. These dudes, they were funny.
Yeah, man.
I can't really say, but I got a funny feeling that these dudes were feeling at me, son.
Sure. You already know what it is. Wait for Black to get in there. Give us the signal. Run up in the jump. Snatch up, get this bread. Spaz out.
you leave here, go get some. Yeah. Somebody keep calling here. Hang it up. Somebody keep calling. Hang it up. What's going on?
All right.
All right, you guys. All right, take care. Ain't saying nothing? No. Keep hanging up. When you hear all day long, every time you leave, all day long.
Man, it's my birthday. I ain't they ain't say
nothing. Just keep hanging up. When you ain't, it doesn't. As soon as you leave, ring. Nobody's saying nothing.
Damn female, you know. Birthday.
Let's get it in. I'm ready. Excuse me, sir. We are closed.
Get down.
Just let me up.
Get this nigga this money, man.
I don't got no. I be taking you to the money. Just let me up.
All right, get your ass up there. Come on.
Get me up.
Let's
man.
go.
Just get me up. I'm gonna take you to some money, man.
Middle camera. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, and we unfortunately have to close the show. We went to commercial. We had some technical difficulties today. Unfortunately, we have a different engineer. Actually, one of our engineers are not here. So, you know, it's show business.
Show
and that's how it
business,
goes.
y'all.
But we pulled through. We had a great show. Thank you guys for tuning in. And Treasure, unfortunately, we ran out of time. So now we may have an After Dark segment.
Yeah, we're going to get her
If
on
you
the
guys
Spotlight
can
After
hold
Dark.
fast, we'll come back to you with a different segment. But we couldn't fit her into our regular scheduled program because we had some difficulties. But we pulled through, as you can see.
Yes, we did, baby.
So what did y'all think? Y'all love our new studio? You like how we rocking? Let us
Yeah.
know. Give us some comments. Give us some feedback. Everybody has issues in show business. It could be Fox. It could be movies. It could be whatever. Except
Yep,
we live and
it
we not
happens.
edited. So we live. That's the thing about live TV.
Yep.
And so we pulled through and made it work. And it's a whole lot bigger deal to us than you guys, because I'm pretty sure you don't even know what the hell we're talking about. So with that being
note,
said, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. Make sure you tune into our YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spotlight Over the City YouTube. Go to our Facebook for the older folks. Spotlight Over the City on Facebook as well. What else? Where else are we?
You covered it all. Instagram, y'all following us on Instagram.
Make sure you follow us on IG as well, Spotlight Over the City IG page. And we really appreciate everything you guys are doing. Shout out to the whole city, man. DMV, everybody, Uptown, Southeast, Southwest, Northwest, everybody. Who else I leave out?
You got
Maryland,
everybody,
Palmer
baby.
Park, Landover, Sea Pleasant, Largo, everybody at the sound of my voice. We got to get out of here, but like we always say at the end of the show, love hard, live good.